Hello, my name is Wes Davenport. I'm the Director for Graduate Programs at the University of North Alabama and the College of Business, and therefore the Director of the EDBA program. In this video, I just want to give you a quick overview of some of the coursework in the EDBA program and what you might expect to find in the courses you would be taking in that program. So there's 21 courses in the EDBA program. The credits vary from 1 to 3. We have different courses with different amounts of credits depending on the type of course. And the way that the curriculum is structured, you'll take the majority of your traditional courses on the front end, and then you'll take your dissertation on the back end. And those courses that you'll take on the front end prepare you to be able to do the independent research that's required of a dissertation. So the structure and the flow of those courses is intentional to build on one another to get you to a point where when you get to that dissertation phase, you're ready to take on that project and do that independent research along with your dissertation share and your committee. So just real quickly, I'll talk about the types of coursework you can expect. The dissertation, like I said, that'll be at the end, and I cover that in a separate video. I talk a little about the dissertation process, but I want to talk about the other types of courses. You've got 3 other kind of buckets of courses that we've developed intentionally, so I'll mention those real quickly. So the first one is methods and statistics. So most of the courses you'll take in year 1 will involve some level of research methods and statistical analysis. And the reason for that is we've got to get you up to speed pretty quickly on how to do applied research so that you can do your independent research and dissertation. For most people, this methodology and statistics is kind of a new language. Most people in their current positions, regardless of how successful you are or what level of industry you may be in, it's just not very common for most people to have the level of expertise in methodology and statistics that you would need in order to do applied research. So the first few classes will really focus a lot on that. Then there's also going to be some courses sprinkled in that where we call hot topics. These are courses that we've developed because, quite frankly, if you look at a lot of DBA programs, oftentimes what you'll run into is you'll take courses in, accounting or finance or strategy, and they're great courses, but they're really a higher level study of some of the same things you studied maybe in undergrad or your MBA if you did a master's in business. So what we wanted to do in this EDBA program is really look at it and say, hey, what if you did an MBA 5 years ago? What are some topics that have emerged in the market in the last 5 years that maybe you wouldn't have covered in a traditional, so not a traditional finance class or accounting class, but what are some disruptive trends we've seen in the market that have showed up in the last 5 years that really need to be explored in depth? This could be things like whether it's AI, blockchain, different industries that have emerged, disruptive technologies that have come out. And so we included courses in these kind of topical areas, these hot topics to be explored. The next bucket that we look at is what we call UNA unique courses. And these are courses that we've put in where we have faculty in the College of Business that have a unique skill set in an area that we felt like would be a great benefit to high-level leaders and executives that we offer that not every institution probably has access to. So for example, we offer some classes in optimization. We offer some classes in user experience, dealing with technology, and some specific courses like that we put in this bucket called UNA Unique. And so those are some additional courses that you'll be taking. And as you're taking these different classes, whether it's a methods class or a UNA Unique class or a hot topics class, what you'll find is the structure of the classes may differ a lot depending upon the topics, right? So some classes will be heavily focused on discussion. Some classes will be much more teaching you an applied skill that you're working on in class, like a statistical skill maybe. And some courses will be more heavily on the online content. Some classes will spend a lot more time in class. It really depends on the course that you're taking and the best pedagogy, the best teaching methods to fit that topic, right? And so what you can expect from pretty much all the classes is a lot of reading. So I would prepare yourself, that's just part of a doctoral degree, is there is a lot of reading involved. So prepare yourself for a heavy reading load, but a lot of really interesting and cool concepts and topics that maybe you haven't explored before that should be really interesting and helpful in your work life. So anyway, that's a little bit about the coursework. And like I said, if you want to know more about the dissertation, check out that video. It talks more in depth specifically about the dissertation process.